Up first tonight, a man calls 911 after witnessing a shooting, and now he is in ICE custody.
Yeah, that shooting happened over the weekend. Now the Harris County District Attorney is speaking out, saying this arrest could have a chilling effect, causing others in the community not to report crimes. Aniela Ruiz spoke with DA Sean Tier and joins us live with the very latest tonight. Aniela?
Well, that's right. The district attorney and even local immigrant advocates groups say this could possibly cause fear and people could avoid calling the police. Sunday morning at this Home Depot parking lot on Bel Air near the Beltway, Houston police say they got a call that someone was firing a gun into the parking lot. When Houston police arrived, they chased this man, 24-year-old David Elias Mendez. Court documents state officers recovered a gun, but as they brought him back,
to be identified by this witness, ICE had come into the parking lot and had effectively arrested the reportee.
Harris County District Attorney Sean Tier says the man who called 911 was in ICE custody.
HPD had to convince ICE to let him out of the car so that he could identify the person who we had found with the gun.
Houston police tells me they didn't call ICE. The DA says, fortunately, officers were able to get a statement.
After he wrote the statement and positively identified him, they took him back into custody and left with him.
Tier says he has a bigger concern. Situations like this could make people afraid to report crimes.
This is a justifiable fear of a huge portion of our population to not trust any law enforcement.
He says that fear is already affecting criminal cases
that we have already had to dismiss, and more cases that we will have to dismiss because witnesses and victims don't want to participate anymore.
It's a fear that immigrant activists say they're seeing firsthand.
People have come to our office and they've said, they witnessed things or they were victims of things, and instead of calling the police, they come to us.
We reached out to ICE to see what happened. In a statement, the agency said officers arrested 54-year-old Juan Francisco Monroy Turuy, an immigrant from Guatemala. They say he was encountered in Bel Air, Texas, and discovered he was in the U.S. illegally and had been convicted of a criminal offense that endangered public safety. We checked the criminal history of the man that was detained by ICE. He has no charges in Harris County and no charges in the DPS website at the state level. We also checked the charge that was referenced by ICE and that does not exist in the Texas Penal Code. We did reach out back to ICE asking them where this charge stemmed from, but we have not heard back yet. By the way, the man that was arrested by HPD, he has a long criminal history. Reporting live, Aniela Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
Obviously.